whatever you're thinking, whether people are around you or you're alone, just imagine there is one who always sees what you're doing. I think everything for us to practice is look beyond limitations, look beyond the words, look beyond the shape, practice to look beyond the superficiality of things.
The reason why we suffer and have problems throughout this lifetime is because we want to be someone.
It's a very good guideline because it makes it easy for us humans to have something like really structured. Yeah, there are 4 steps, there are 6 steps, there are 5 steps whatsoever. What I want to say is, just in this way, it's also that only discipline wouldn't be helpful if in the first place you do not possess the ability to see it, to realize it, to be aware of it. Meaning you have discipline, but you are never aware actually when is the moment actually appearing right now that this sensory desire is hitting in. You're not aware of it. So the discipline wouldn't help you if you don't have this awareness. So always meaning, I do think that there are different qualities of the mind that come into play for you to adjust yourself properly. This is, for example, where I very much appreciate so many different teachings that are meanwhile existing, freely available, for example, through the social media, including breath work, including yoga practices. All of them, if you have a proper teacher, I'm very sure that this is exactly what is starting to raise your awareness for something that in this field, when you're spending some time, we refer to as energy. If you're not aware of your own innerst layer, let's say like this, and somebody insults you, it can happen that somebody insulted me and then I just started exploding. Yeah, but the fact is, before something explodes, before I explode, first of all, something must be lit. Already, the small little flame already must have been lit. So when I already knew who is it that I'm going to meet, maybe that already, hearing the name from him, already was already the starting point of a potential explosion to happen. Yeah. So then, this was where when this little flame already started being there. And then you literally can feel things like this. You can feel when something has been injected, let's say, into you, when something starts to arise. Because when the fire is already too big, when the whole house is burning, you're not gonna put down that fire in any way. You can only put down all of these fires before things come too big. Meaning, we must find a way to be directly grabbing the root, grabbing the core, or grabbing the source of the explosion. And the only way that I know is you need to become more sensitive for everything that goes on in your body, in your surrounding, in everything. This is where, for me, awareness does play a role. And especially when it comes to becoming aware of your emotional states, this is absolutely inner work. This has nothing to do with doing work out here. It's inner work. You give trust in the vision that when you are investing your time right now to become more aware of yourself, of your emotional state, that this is going to benefit your life. That's the starting point. So you don't do it because somebody tells you you're supposed to do it. You do it because you genuinely believe this is the way. I want to know more about myself. I want to really understand what is it that I am made out of. I want to figure out, is there something inside of myself? I tried to look away for many years, but I know it's still there and was afraid to look at it. All of these things. There's only one way to make yourself free. You need to become transparent. If there are spots inside of ourselves where there's no light yet, it can't be. Bringing light to everything that has been in the dark. This is another area of the path, which at some point everybody will face. And even though this is now just like a saying, but just the idea, whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking, whether people are around you or you're alone, just imagine there is one who always sees what you're doing. So live your life based on that. I came, let's say, from this martial art field, yes? Also meaning the Tao is teaching, or the principles of yin and yang have always been a part in there. Let me put it like this. Whatever you are thinking, saying, or doing has a consequence. So this consequence that you have created or that you are intending to create, ask yourself, what is that consequence actually? Does it make yourself, does it make your being, your interaction with people, does it make it feel more light, more pleasurable, more enjoying, more free, more nourishing? Or is the result that you are about to create going in the other direction? Meaning you're nourishing conflict, you are nourishing aggression, feeling like you are carrying the suffering of the world on your shoulder, feeling like there's a burden on you, feeling like there's a stone on your heart, feeling like you're being put under pressure. See, all of these expressions have something to do with density. Yeah, but then when we look at, no matter which tradition it is, Buddhism, enlightenment, freedom, liberation, elevation, no matter what it is, you see, it is just two forces in the world. Two forces in the world. One aiming for limitlessness, and the other one aiming for restricting and very clear boundaries. These are the two forces. And this is exactly now turning the view upon yourself. What are you made out of? Your patterns, the emotional states that follow you within a week. Within a week, looking back the last week, what was the most dominating emotion you felt inside yourself? Was it one that had the character of limiting yourself in a way? Or were you in an emotional state like through the week? It was light, it was cool, liberated, free, uplifting, joyful. Which of these? So, and this simply gives you exactly from what to what do I think you need to transform yourself if you want this. So, and why do I think that this is the goal? Lightness. Let's just imagine after this conversation, your best friend or your best girlfriend gonna ask you, so how was this conversation? And even though that we are maybe just talking 3 hours, 4 hours, even if you spend 2 days long explaining to your best friend how this conversation was, it's not the truth. It is not the truth. How is this conversation? Even right now, we cannot even speak about it. I tell you how this conversation right now really is. Only you will be the only one ever knowing how this is. It doesn't matter who's gonna ask you afterwards, what you're gonna tell them. You wanna feel it? You need to experience it. There is no other way. And this is the nature of words. This is why these ancient stories come. For example, one master and his student walk up on a mountain early in the morning, then the sun rises up, and then the student says, "Oh master, what a beautiful sunrise." And then like the master slaps him and never takes him to a walk anymore. Then you say, why was the teacher so hard to him? Because in the moment where you give something that you experience, a word, you limit its nature. You naturally limit its nature. So how does this now translate into what we can do with this knowledge? Whatever is being dense and it's limiting, I don't think it's the way. I think everything for us to practice is look beyond limitations, look beyond the words, look beyond the shape, practice to look beyond the superficiality of things. Because this is where the meaning lies, or this is where part of the realization lies.
Look at your own actions, whatever you are doing, to whoever you are talking to. For who are you doing it? Why are you saying something? Meaning, if you are always doing things, saying things, and ultimately the beneficiary is yourself, less of that. This is where in many traditions the idea comes in of community work. Investing your own life energy in truly benefiting others, not doing it in order to hear from all of them, "Thank you, you made it all possible." That's again the wrong way, yeah? but the idea of investing your lifetime and just bringing it out. This is one very effective way in putting into practice that whole idea of we are connected, and this is not an ego trip on this earth. So therefore, to donate, to help, to do community work, and always observe yourself for who are you doing this. And me, should not pop up there. The reason why we suffer and have problems throughout this lifetime is because we want to be someone. We want to make ourselves a name. We want to have some type of acknowledgement. The easy way, no, it's not the easy way. Transparent meaning you're fine with being no one. You're fine with being nothing. And now it sounds super paradox, especially right now being in LA and mentioning that one, being no one. This is not what the culture in the West is built upon. It's always built upon do something with your lifetime, become someone. But the problem is, again, you are creating an avatar. You are creating a persona. You are creating a role. You are creating an identity, but whoever brought us here, whatever brought us here, I cannot believe that this power brought us here incomplete for you to figure out along the way what you need to create. Meaning, the more you try to become someone, the more unauthentic you become, because you're moving away of what you are all the time. And this is why, again and again, I love it. And it's a super interesting journey. And this is where also in the traditional teachings, there is the illusion of the self, the illusion of the I, the artificial creation of the self. Know thyself. Which self? Exactly. Which self? And this is where all these interesting things come from. Who's the doer? To who are all the thoughts coming from? From where do the thoughts come? Where do the thoughts go afterwards? Nothing and no one. That's why I do feel like transparent describes it also very much in that way. We also have this expression of just go with the flow, right? But let's just imagine right now, there is a stream right now, flowing through this room. There's a stream, whatever type of stream it is. What would it mean to go with the flow while the both of us are sitting here? It means to not take our own ideas about myself right now so important that I'm getting stiff and hard of how I am. The more I want to actually really realize where is the flow, where does the flow want to take me, what you need to do is literally get transparent. Release all of this. Dilute yourself. That would be the way of, now the flow, you just go with the flow. But the harder I am here, this is my idea, this is my life, this is what I think, this is what I want, then it just means you are surrounded by the flow all the time, but you're not being taken with the flow. You're not going with the flow. Why? Because you are resisting it. Resisting it by your own mind, by your own ideas. That's why this whole idea of empty yourself. Then the universe speaks to you. Probably 10 years ago, the name Shi Heng Yi or even Shaolin Spirit wasn't so well known as it is nowadays. So along this journey, starting also with COVID, how I say this, of course it was nice at some point to say, okay, nice, the followers are growing and some recognition and some appreciation from everyone and so many possibilities, and you're being invited here, you're being invited there. In the beginning it was nice. But at some point, I also started literally really thinking, okay, so meanwhile I'm invited here, the doors are wide open, so I could literally visualize in my head already where this whole journey might go if it would be up to my mind. Meaning, okay, I can make more events, I can have more podcasts, I can join more television shows, I would maybe even make it easily to somehow join maybe in some movie. And then I was contemplating, okay, let's just imagine all of this is happening. And then I literally was sitting there and asking, and then what? Literally, and then what? And this was like one starting point where I literally said, okay, there's no point in really pushing more forward, like more followers, more events and whatsoever, because I already could sense and see for myself, this is not the way.